So you want to buy a detached house, but you can't afford it. So you're looking at a townhouse because obviously they're much more affordable. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a townhouse and a house so you can see the actual costs on a month-to-month basis. And then you can decide for yourself which one is the right move for you. But before I do, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to get entered into our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And please make sure to hit that like button so we can get this information out to other people that are also considering a move to either a townhouse or a detached house. Okay, so let's hop into it. We got two homes that are very similar in livability for bedrooms and bathrooms and all that stuff. And we're going to go over the exact costs per month. And I apologize, my eyes are going to go back and forth here quite a bit. Let's start with the townhouse. Now, if you're looking for a townhouse because you don't think you can afford a detached house, I'm going to show you this particular property that we sold just recently in Cloverdale. Now, that property sold for $805,000. Now, we had it measured and it ends up being 1835 square feet. So that's 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bathrooms up, a powder room on the main, and a rec room down below, and also a side-by-side garage for 2 cars parking. You could buy that property with 5% down, but because the next property, the detached home, you actually can't buy with only 5% down because it's over $1 million. I'm going to assume we're going to go apples to apples here. And we're actually going to look at 20% down if you were to purchase this townhome. And the down payment on that would be $161,000. Now, there is transfer taxes. Those will vary a little bit, but it's not a monthly expense. So I'm not going to focus on that here. What you will need is 161 grand to put down as your 20%. That leaves you with an 80% mortgage. And if you do that over 30 years, your actual mortgage payment is $2,380 each and every month. But that's not where your living expenses end. So let me go over the rest of it here. The property tax on this townhome is $2,837. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to claim your homeowner's grant off of that, which is $570 a year, and then divide that number by 12, making your property tax $188 per month. Now, the beauty of this particular property is your city utilities, the city bill you get is actually built into the strata fee. So you don't actually have a utilities bill within this townhouse complex. Complex to complex, it may vary. So that's something that you are going to want to ask your agent before you actually proceed with any one property. But you do have the strata fee now. So don't forget the reason people want to go to the house is because it's cheaper because they don't have that strata fee. The strata fee here is $370 a month. But built within that strata fee is also your home insurance. Now, for the structure of the home insurance. So if you have a fire, that's strata, the strata's insurance itself that you have to go to. But then you need to insure your stuff inside and any alterations and improvements that you've made to the unit. Some sort of a strata type policy is going to cost you about $600 a year. I know this because I just recently went through it, and I'm going to divide that by 12 as well and put $50 a month extra for contents and improvements insurance. Now, the other thing I'm not going to include in this because it does depend unit to unit. A lot of townhouses these days have no furnace, so you will not have a gas bill whatsoever, but then your electrical bill would likely be higher because you're now heating the home with electrical instead of natural gas. I find that often these can just balance each other out anyway, so I'm not going to include it in this particular calculation. So let's break down the list here again really quick. I got $188 a month for taxes. I got strata of $370. Insurance is going to be $50 every single month. And the mortgage payment itself is going to be $2,380. So that puts me at a monthly carrying cost for an 1,800 square foot 3-bedroom townhouse that I could easily raise a couple of kids in at $2,988 per month. So now let's shift to Clayton Heights and look at an entry-level single-family home this is 2,590 square feet. So 2-story with a basement, a lane with a detached garage at the back. And this home just recently sold for $1,119,000. And let me take a peek here. The mortgage on that, the down payment on that of 20% would be $223,800. Now, if you take that number, that's obviously a heck of a lot higher than the 161 on the other place. So if you can't come up with that money, townhome may be your only option. Also, if you don't qualify for with extra income, townhome may be your only option. But if you do have access to that, almost $250,000, then you're probably going to want to go to the detached house. And here's why. So you put down that $223,800, and that ends up at your mortgage payment being $3,309 a month. Now at $3,300, we're obviously already over the expense of the townhouse, but stay with me here. The taxes are also more, $4,400 $434. If I divide that, take off the homeowner grant first, divide that by 12, $322 a month for taxes, but there's no strata fee here, so you're saving that. Obviously, that $370 a month comes off. However, with a detached house does come the utility bill. I'm going to put it at about $600 a year. I pay a very similar utility bill here in my house for in the same city, in the city of Surrey. So I'm going to put that at $50 a month. Now, insurance, you're insuring the whole darn house, so it's actually a much more expensive insurance policy. You should be looking at about $1,500 for the entire year for a home insurance policy for your single family detached home. It could be higher if you have earthquake insurance. That's a different discussion. But at that point, we're looking at about $125 a month, and that is your entire insurance. I will also mention that this property is on a small lot, right? It's a 3,000 square foot lot. So you do have a small backyard, but you do have a detached garage in the back for your two parking, same as a townhouse, side by side, inside parking. But there is a third parking space outside, and you're going to need it because in this model, you're going to live in the top 2 floors of the property. I want you to be in 1,705 square feet in the detached house, as opposed to 1,835 square feet in the townhouse. Because if you actually look at the listing, this home actually has a rental apartment downstairs. It's a 2-bedroom unit at about 700 square feet, and that should rent for easily, very easily, $1,300 a month, pretty much anywhere in the city of Surrey. And I'm being conservative on that number because some suites can go for a lot more than that. So to live in the detached house, it's going to be $3,806 a month, and that is $818 less than the $2,988 per month for the townhouse. So now you know why people are going that way. They're going because it's a lot cheaper. It's almost $200,000 worth of qualifying for that payment at $800 more per month. But now let's take that $1,300 a month and apply it against that $3,800. It's actually going to bring your cost down to $2,506 each month. Now, there will be some income tax on that, so this number isn't totally accurate, but this means at $2,506 net to live there every single month, it's actually $482 more expensive to live in the townhouse than it is the detached home. And the detached home for sure is going to increase in value, and it will likely be a better investment. So there you go, $2,988 per month to live in the townhome. It's $3,806 per month to live in the entry-level detached home, both within the city of Surrey. However, if you put that rental in place, you could be living for just over $2,500 per month for your housing. And if you ask me, like I said, that's a way better investment. And you might even actually have some money left over on the side, and you're a landlord and you're investing in real estate, and you can grow your real estate portfolio from there. I hope you found this informative. If you'd like a little bit more information like this, make sure to hit subscribe. You could win that bag back there, and please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.